So I was chilling in bed the other night and I decided to start working on a brand new video about my top 10 worst coasters list, until I decided that my top 10 worst coasters weren't even all that bad and that it was too much of a risk to be roasted in the comments anyways. So with that being said, the real video today is going to be taking a look at 10 different ways to save money when going to amusement parks and riding coasters. Now some of these may be relative, but in general, they have all helped me save money and be able to afford more trips to parks, which in turn has allowed me to experience some awesome new rides and coasters over the last couple years. With all of that out of the way, I'm going to hop straight into the number 10 method, which is going to be buying a Cedar Fair / Six Flags All Park Passport with your Gold Pass. Now this is a very new thing as of January 5th of this year, so allow me a second to explain. In years prior, Cedar Fair parks and Six Flags parks all sold a separate All Park Passport for the parks and their respective chains. With the new company merger as of last July, however, the price overall has actually gone down quite a bit, but at the same time, the pass now allows admission into every park in the new chain, meaning that Six Flags and Cedar Fair parks are all included. This will save you a ton of time and money overall, and also comes with a nice little payment plan that you can set up to pay over time if the overall price is too much at once. Oh yeah, and did I mention free parking at all those parks? This one has to be a no-brainer for any enthusiast that wants to get out to these parks, and I make sure to buy it every year. Alright, at the number 4 spot, this is going to be to leave the park in the middle of the day for a meal. And I don't know if any of you guys are like me, but if I'm at a new park trying to get credits and take in all the atmosphere, I'm usually only eating one large meal throughout the day. And besides smaller independent parks, Knobles, I'm looking at you, food prices at parks without a dining plan can be absolutely absurd. The best way to avoid this is to either leave the park for a short period of time to eat your own food in your car, or to leave the parking lot entirely and grab some food at a local restaurant. But one thing to remember is that if you're going to leave the parking lot, I highly recommend going back to the number 5 tip and buying the All Park Passport, or at least a season pass, because if you do that, you get included parking and you don't run into any risks with getting back into the parking lot and the park in general, and that's just kind of like a safeguard just in case something happens, because I don't want you guys to get locked out of the park or anything. And yeah, that comes in at number 4. Alright, coming in at number 8, this one might be a no-brainer for most people, but it is going to be avoiding the picture rentals and digital on-ride photos. And what I mean by that is like this fun pics thing at the exits of some of the roller coasters at parks like Cedar Point and Six Flags. At the end of the day, if you really want to save the money, or the memory rather, of your ride with your family or something, that's totally fine. But if you're traveling to parks on a budget and don't really care about your on-ride photos, then you should easily avoid this at all costs, simply because of how freaking expensive it is. I've seen, especially at Disney parks and I think even at Cedar Fair parks now, $40 for an all-day fun pics just to upload them onto your phone. You don't even get a physical picture anymore, and that's just crazy to me. I don't think that anyone should be paying that unless they really, really want to. And if you want to save money, please avoid fun pics, guys. Alrighty, coming in at number 2, this is going to be to never buy a fast lane in advance for a park. And for those of you that don't know, fast lanes can either be purchased online in advance for a quote-unquote discount, or can be purchased at guest services in the park for a quote-unquote upcharge. However, in my experience, the prices are never really that different in the park than they are online, especially if the park is going to be busy that day regardless. And let me tell you what, from personal experience, there's nothing worse than buying a fast lane for a park like Six Flags Great Adventure the night before, and then getting to the park only for the lines to be less than 15 minutes long. And yes, I'm even talking about El Toro and King Ka. So do yourselves a huge favor, and don't buy the fast lane until you get to the park and assess the situation, and if you really need to spend the money on that fast lane, it'll save you in the long run. Okay, so finally coming in at our number 1 spot, the single most important tip I have for saving money at amusement parks is going to be to buy their all-day drink wristband. Now, I have personally seen drinks at theme parks hit over $7 a pop, and if you really think about it, it only takes about 3 of those to hit the price of an all-day drink band at the Six Flags parks. And honestly, most of the time that amusement parks are open is going to be during the hot summer months where you need to keep hydrated to enjoy your day. I am well aware that many parks will give you free water upon request, but the drink pass allows you to grab unlimited drinks such as Powerade and water anyways, and as long as you wait 15 minutes from your last drink, you'll be all set. As far as I know, I think that being able to drink things with electrolyte replacement for free all day for $22 is a bargain, and it's probably saved me more money than anything else on this list. Oh, and I should probably mention that you can add this onto your All Park Passport season pass, or even just a regular gold pass at your home park for very little extra. Since you're paying over time, it shouldn't be too much of a financial hit to you. So please, do yourself a huge favor and do not waste all your money on drink refills, since pretty much every park that I have been to offers this. Alright guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Make sure to comment down below if you have any more tips or tricks to share regarding saving money and being frugal at theme parks, or if you agree or disagree with anything on my list. I also recently learned that over 95% of my viewers are not currently subscribed. If you guys are returning viewers who enjoy my content, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, as it helps me out and also helps you out as returning viewers of the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.